Sound check.
Hi, my name is Dr. Dan. Welcome to another Voice Essentials Vocal Pit Stop. And just like we do every Tuesday, I want to talk to you about something that's going to inspire your vocal practice and keep your journey of vocal development humming along as we do every Tuesday. And today I want to talk about this fella. This is a microphone. No prizes for guessing that. This is a Shure Beta 87A, and this is the mic I use in the studio with my students. And it's something that I encourage every student to start saving towards. Now, a few weeks back we talked about the things that you can do to, if you don't own a microphone, you can practice with a deodorant bottle. I'll put a link in the notes sections below if you want to go and have a watch of that. There's a little bit of a hack in there, and it's quite, a lot of people have really enjoyed that hack. But what happens if you're actually starting to perform? Should you own your own mic? The answer to that is always yes. Now, the limiting factors of that are budget, dollars. Now, a microphone like this is a condenser mic. This is not as expensive as it used to be. This was around about $900 about 10 years ago. But now the prices come right down. It's around about $350. Sometimes you can find them for a little cheaper, and maybe sometimes you'll pay a little bit more. But here in Australia, that's about what you'll pay. This is not necessarily the best option to go to for singers who are singing in a variety of spaces. So a much better option would maybe be the Shure Beta 58. It gives better frequency response than just the straight SM58. But anyway, I'll put in an article in the notes sections below that you can go and learn more about microphones as well. Suffice to say that owning your own microphone is great, because when you rock up to a gig with your own mic, you always know what this mic is going to be able to do. You always know what you should be expecting the mic to come back. And as you do more singing and you have the opportunity to sing through a variety of different microphones, you'll learn that different mics do sound different and cause your voice to sound different and feel different and respond differently. So having the one standardized mic the entire time, your own mic, is really beneficial. And the second one, this is probably actually the biggest reason to own your own mic, is to cut down and mitigate things like infection. When we sing into a mic, there are little points of spittle that are carrying bacteria and virus that are depositing onto the top of the microphone. And when you're using your own microphone, you know where that microphone's been. It's only been in front of your own mouth. And so any bacteria that's being deposited into the front of the mic, well, it's yours anyway. But when you're using someone else's mic, and this starts to be a scary kind of thought, you start to realize, I wonder how many mouths have been close to this microphone. Now, I wouldn't encourage you to think too long about that, only to suggest, well, I think that you're kind of figuring it out, right? You might find yourself kissing a whole heap of other people that you probably might not want to kiss. And effectively, that's what we're starting to get. You're starting to breathe the bacteria and the virus, and if it accidentally touches your lip, you've got contact. And you can clean the top of the microphones, of course, with a disinfectant spray, and I encourage, even if you own your own mic, to regularly do that. I regularly do that here in the studio. But that being said, I don't think that gets done on higher mics and other people's mics as much as it probably should. And so I hope that's helpful. Owning your own mic is a very definite plus if you've got the budget for it, and I really encourage you, start saving your pennies. I think you would get a lot of advantage out of it, especially if you're starting to gig and you're regularly performing. I really encourage you to own your own microphone. If this is your first time here at Voice Essentials, we would love for you to join our ever-growing community of singers from across the globe who, just like you, want to raise their voice in song. And if this is not your first time and you're regular here, I'd love to hear your comments about, do you own your own mic? Do you find it beneficial? Don't you find it beneficial? What kind of microphone do you use? I look forward to reading your comments. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.
Sound check.